Shohei Ohtani is having the best offensive year of his career through the first 2 months of the season. He is putting up numbers that, even by his standards, are extraordinary. He leads the league in OPS. He's second in home runs, RBIs, batting average. He's batting in the 370s. He is having a monstrous offensive season. He obviously is not pitching either, which means he's fully invested in the offensive side of his game. Let's play this out for a second. Okay. Let's say he has a year that is a lot like what we've seen through the first 2 months, where he hits in 300s. He's going to hit 40-plus home runs. He's flirting around with Triple Crown kind of stuff. Okay. And he's on base. And by the way, he's on pace to steal, I think, 35 bases, too. It's crazy. Say he's that level of player offensively. Obviously, next year, he's going to try to pitch, obviously. What if, because of the second Tommy John surgery, what if his pitching goes from him being an ace the way that he's been so far to he's kind of league average, but his offense comes back to earth just a little bit? Do you turn him into an offensive exclusively player, or at $70 million a year can you not do that?
I think the first question you got to ask is, what does Shohei Ohtani want to do? And I think
he's
every
want
indication is Shohei's going to want to pitch.
He's want to honor his contract.
I'm sure he's going to feel a certain way to where, this is why I came here. This is why, remember his first go-around too, part of the reason why I picked the Angels, he had the opportunity to do both.
Yep.
I think that's got a lot to do with it, number one. How does Shohei feel about not being a pitcher anymore? I think it's going to have to take something to the effect of he's not pitching well. He's clearly, because even if he's an average pitcher in Major League Baseball terms, I still think he's going to pitch. Mm-hmm. You got to pretty much look at it as, and the Dodgers are also looking at this, and I don't know how much they're just completely basing it on, we paid him $700 million, that's $70 million a year. The idea was that he's going to do both. I think all those become factors in there. I think it's going to take some extreme measures for him not to pitch.
You know what's funny? I used to think that, Slee, where he's got to pitch. And the money, right? The contract you give him. But every couple of days on the Dodgers email from the PR department, we get an email, Dodgers have a new sponsorship with.
Sure.
New sponsorship with. Every couple, and it's because the Ohtani factor. So the money that they are paying him is probably not even enough for what he's bringing in from the sponsors that he has. They now have this official this, official this, official this, official this. I'm like, how many more things need to get sponsored? It's all because of
the money.
Ohtani.
The money thing, I don't question. The moment Shohei Ohtani, that ink dried, he was already worth every penny because of what he's going to do from that perspective. But I do think you did pay him thinking that he was going to do both.
Sure.
And more importantly, he wants to do both.
His desire, I think, is a huge part of this. But I also think that the Dodgers, because they have him under contract for 10 years, because the Dodgers do have a track record of success, they can say, hey, they can at least do what the Lakers won't do. Let's have a conversation about this, if, in fact, that's the direction they want to go. Because think about it. What if the best version of him offensively looks like Barry Bonds? Okay, and because it's not
Giants, Bonds, and prime.
Right. That guy that's good for 50-plus home runs. He's on base all the time. He's hitting for all sorts of power numbers. His OPS is over 1,000. That he's doing Bonzian sort of things, and he's just a guy on the mound. Now, if he's anything better than just a guy, he's going to do both because he wants to do both.
Of course.
But what if
the Dodgers need a guy like
they do.
They need arms.
They do. But I wonder if there isn't at some point say, hey, listen, remember that one year you didn't have to pitch where the mental horsepower that goes into preparing to pitch didn't have to be used, that we could use all of this offensively? Let's say, I don't know how many games he's going to play this year. Let's say he plays 155 games. He's in the lineup every single day.
You know what happened yesterday?
That's got to at least cross their minds.
52,000 went to the Dodger game yesterday.
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon against the Reds. There was no giveaway.